Hello everybody, my name is Plink and welcome to my newest video. Today we will be discussing my most wanted death battle matchup of all time. The Battle Cats, or I should say the Cat Army from the game The Battle Cats versus Cookie Run Kingdom. Now this matchup is obviously going to be an army fight just because of the weird and wacky variety of units in both games. And I have a full document of why this matchup is great, and also some info about the matchup, which we'll be getting right into. Okay, so first off, we're going to start off with the connections for the fight. Both games are tower defense gacha games where you can pull wacky units to fight for you. The lore for both these games is fucking insane. Both of these games are mobile games, and both of the game companies are based in Asia. The contrast between these two. The Battle Cats has been around for way longer, 13 years, and Cookie Run Kingdom has gained popularity a few months back. There are way more cats than there are cookies. Trivia for the cats. Here is a shitload of collabs in the Battle Cats. To list a few, we have Hatsune Miku, Godzilla, Evangelion, Demon Slayer, Sonic, Fate Stay Night, Power Pro Baseball, Merc Storia, Bakura Manchako, Madoka Magica, Pac-Man, Gabber Baki, Rurouni Kenshin, Android, yes, like the phone, Shumetsu Toshi, Ranma 1/2, Tower of Saviors, World Trigger, Street Fighter, River City, Mentori, Pico Taro, which is actually the pineapple apple pen guy, Princess Pun, and Monster Hunter. Note there are like 20 other collabs I didn't include. The Battle Cats is actually a really iconic IP in Japan. The Battle Cats started my gambling addiction. And the Battle Cats Valkyrie fanfic goes crazy. Don't ask why I know that blew up like a few months back. Trivia for the cookies. We're gonna skip that first part. I don't know what I was on when I was making this document. Anyways, Cookie Run Kingdom has had a few collabs such as Sonic, BTS, like the band, K-pop Demon Hunters, and Wicked. Yes, you can see there are way less collabs for Cookie Run Kingdom. That's pretty much it for collabs, besides like minor collabs like Samsung or food places. Cookie Run Kingdom has a main character, unlike the Battle Cats. The cookie's name is Gingerbrave. Stats/feats for the cat army. Speed. One of the fastest cats in the game has been stated to move at 20 million kilometers per hour. For moving speed, but we can chain scale them to the cat cannon, which shoots a laser beam, which should realistically be light speed. Strength for the cat army, they have fought in space, on the sun, yes, this is true, the literal Big Bang, the thing that created the universe and all that. They have traveled through time, and have taken down the literal cat god. It is comfortable, it's pretty easy to put them in Universal. It's a multiverse. Abilities. They can weaken your attack power, they can freeze you in time, but it's a really short amount of time, but it can be stacked. They can knock you back, they can slow, they can deal massive damage depending on the trait. For this fight, I would assume most cookies would just count as traitless. But if you really want to make some arguments for them having traits, you can. You can curse enemies, so their abilities no longer activate. That's a big one. They can also dodge an attack, which means they don't take any damage from that attack. It is worth noting that the Battle Cats do, most of the cats, I should say, some do, some don't, but most of them don't have a 100% chance to activate their abilities. For example, let's say I have a cat that weakens, but he only has a 40% chance to weaken. That weaken has a good chance to not occur, which is detrimental in this fight. Some of the cats also have immunities, so for example, they can't be weakened, they can't be slowed, they can't be frozen. But yeah, we're going to go stats and feats for the cookies. Speed should be faster and light due to being able to travel between universes within seconds. Strength, they can scale to a cookie who's able to reset the timeline constantly, so they should be universe to low multiverse range. Their abilities are at least a short amount of the strongest ones I could find. Existence Erasure, Regeneration, Fate Manipulation, and Reality Warping. So they definitely have a good, strong arsenal of abilities. Debate / who I think wins. The cookies should be faster. If you don't agree with faster and light scaling for the cookies, I would make this a tie, but I'm gonna say cookies take speed. On the other hand, strength is a different story. The cats can fight literal God on top of the Big Bang. They have faced Filibuster, who is an enemy, who is implied to be able to rewrite reality. And Bahamut literally caused an apocalypse with his power. Yeah, the cookies could destroy a timeline, but the cats can scale to Cat God, who can break the fourth wall and literally talk to the player. He literally does that within his, not his wiki, but, all of the enemies have their own, descriptors. His description is him just talking to you. Bazibastra is stated to wield the power of a supernova, and his evolved form Baziphoenix can reignite dying stars. There are way more examples of shit like this, but I think the Baziphoenix feats alone make the cats take strength. Abilities, this is a close call, but the cookies definitely have better abilities, which is debatable, but it's a safe bet. Let's say they have better abilities. But the cats have so much more variety and have actual good counters. If I had to give this point to anyone, it would be the cat army. Here is why. It does not matter how strong the abilities are for the cookies because of two abilities in the cat's arsenal. Metal, which I didn't go over, and Curse, which I did. The metal ability makes any damage done to the only cat in the game to have this ability, which coincidentally is named Metal Cat. He has 12 health, and every single time a hit is done to him, no matter how strong it is reduced to one hit point. So he could take 11 hits. I don't know why I said 12 hits here, but he could take 11 hits, no matter how strong they are, and tank them. He's also slightly spammable, so there could be multiple of him on the field. He should realistically be able to protect most of the cats, like a meat shield. So they can set up for some of the bigger stuff, like Baziphoenix's Supernova, or, for example, there's other stuff. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I think... Oh, shit. I went up too far. And other big attacks. And the Curse ability would cancel out any of the cookies' abilities, leaving them defenseless. Even if you... Oh, I was writing something there that I forgot. I gotta get rid of that. There, that's better. And another thing that seals this debate for the cat army is the numbers advantage that I brought up earlier. There are nearly 1,000 cats in the Battle Cats. Meanwhile, the Cookie Run Kingdom, there are only 187 cookies. So at the end of the day, and victory appears on our screen, only one army could reign victorious. Give it up for the Battle Cats. Okay, now I get to talk about why I really want this matchup. I have been playing the Battle Cats for almost a decade. I started at 2015. I've been playing since then. To be fair, I did take a 4-month break because I got burnt out from the game, but it is a very fun game. If you have not heard of it or played it, I really recommend it. And if you're a Cookie Run Kingdom fan, I would also recommend it. It's a very fun and silly game. But yeah, and then I think this is the best for both. Though I know there are some solo Cookie Run Kingdom, single cookie fights. But I think this is the best for a whole army fight for them. I think this is the best matchup. So yeah, I think the connections are great, and it would be definitely it's definitely my most wanted fight. Just purely because I would love to see Battle Cats get an episode on the show. And there was a really awesome pitch. I would recommend looking at that because it goes into way better detail than I did. But yeah, there's a good pitch call video on this. So I would recommend watching that. But yeah, that is it for this video, and please feel free to express any disagreements or agreements you have with me in the comments below. I would really appreciate it so I can get better at power scaling. Because I'm not really great at it, I'm trying my best. But yeah, have a good day, okay? And I said this last video too, sorry if it is echoey or if there's any background noise, I am in my basement recording this, because it's the only place I can really get good peace and quiet. But yeah, have a good day, and I'll see you all soon with my next video. Bye-bye!